Well, that one didn't work. I had a problem with my chat. It wouldn't let my wouldn't give me my chat. Oh, that's a bit annoying. So we shall now continue to set up. I hope everybody had an interesting time in watching their teams in the close season. It's been certainly an interesting an interesting time listening to the different teams and as I try and grab the few players that have been wanting to move, who have been any good. We will be going through Fridays. I'll go through Fridays. It gives us half an hour then to go through today's games. We're going to be starting off. We've got Cardiff, Sunderland, Hull, Bristol, Leeds, not Lincoln, Leeds, Portsmouth, Borough, Swansea, Millwall, Watford, Oxford, Norwich, QPR, West Brom, Stoke, Coventry. They will be the games that we go for today. So just make sure, see whether we've got any lineups coming in. Oh, we have got lineups coming in. So let's say about that. I did have meningitis when I was 40, so it shot melons. So let's just quickly go through as my clock tells me it's about 12 o'clock. We're going to go through yesterday's amazing games. Now I was working, so I couldn't do a live. I was really annoyed. Blackburn won 4-2 against Derby. Now Blackburn, Tyrese Dolan on 19 minutes, Andreas Wyman on 72. Wow. And Sami Schmodix on 76. And Yuki Ohashi on 84. Derby County, they were 4-1 down at one point then. Curtis Nielsen on 67 and Kane Wilson on 88. So it doesn't look too good for Derby because Blackburn aren't exact. I mean, they were on top. They were definitely on top throughout the game. And if you look at stats, yeah, I mean, the stats. Actually, Derby had the most. They must have come back. Derby came back in the second half. See, in the first half, I know that Blackburn were actually on top, and then Derby's come back in the second half, and actually, fair play to Derby. They actually managed to get 53% possession, which they weren't getting the possession in the first half, and I'm really quite impressed that they managed to get the possession up in the second half. In fact, they had more shots on goal, Derby, than Blackburn. So last night was a sort of game of two halves, and Blackburn winning 4-2 and being 4-1 up actually is quite amazing because of the fact that they were really putting Derby under the cosh and putting them under the cosh quite early on. It took them a while. I mean, where's those goals? It took them a while, I believe, to get to actually break into get that net bulging. 19 minutes. Up to that point, it was almost totally Blackburn. And it's taken till the second half for Derby to get going. But they still couldn't get it. They need to get it in the net. They need to get it in there. By the time they got going, I mean, 67 minutes. Okay, they managed to equalise, but the Blackburn just responded quick with two quick goals. I mean, 8 minutes after, another 3 quick goals. So very, very difficult game. I think that I'm a little bit worried. I wouldn't have thought that front line would have worked in that format. It did for Blackburn. Derby County going for that sort of 4-3-3 didn't work. Am I surprised? I'm surprised that Warne went for it. Away from home, he does tend to try and sort of put one up front and put wingers to try and sort of get down the side. Whether Mendes Lang's going to be your typical winger lobbing it in, I don't know, but it didn't work for them. I'm very. They had the majority of the play in the second half, and I'm just a little bit worried that Derby side, if they can turn a game around like that so quickly, but not do anything, the word toothless dragon comes to mind. I stick by what I said before in all the other videos I've done. I'm not keen on Warne in the Championship. That puts mind to what they've done there. They've come back in the second half and done absolutely nothing. Preston versus Sheffield United, go quickly to there. Preston 0, Sheffield United 2. So Sheffield United go second in the league. Oliver Albaster on 12 and Gustavo Hamer on 55. By all accounts, it was always going to be Sheffield United. Preston were very good at getting it in the box, and they were very good at getting shots, just not getting them on target. 2 of their shots were on target, 11 in total. You've got to get more on. You've got to get more on target and unblocked. I mean, how many blocked shots did they have? See that they had 5 blocked shots. So how does a team get 5 blocked shots? That's like 7 on target out of 11, which is pretty good. But that means that the shots must have been from quite way out, because 5 of them got blocked. So they were being pushed back to just like shoot from distance. So I think it's that's boding quite well for Sheffield United. Is it boding well for the likes of Preston? Well, we'll have to wait and see. If they can get closer to the goal instead of shooting from far out, then actually Preston could be on for a winner here. And I really must go and get that coffee, because the coffee, I can smell the coffee. I put that on about half an hour ago. So we do apologise. So we will be going through the League One and Championship. So we're going to go Championship first, and we're going to go through all the Championship teams of the day. So hold on to your hats, because we are now going to go through the Championships teams, and hopefully one or two of you are still on. If you're on, then please tell us who you support, because we're now going to go through Championship Saturday, and we're going to start with Cardiff City at home to Sunderland. Now, got 23 minutes to do this in. Cardiff, Horvath at the back. Again, NG, Chambers, Gutas and Dowda at the back. Yeah, pretty good back line. A staggered midfield of Tanner, Siopis, Ramsey, Ralls and Wilcock. Not much change there then. And up front, Callum Robinson. I don't really see much change there. That's an interesting interesting lineup. Sunderland, Patterson at the back. We've got Trey Hume, O'Nien, Elise, and Kirkin. So I'm not quite. I think it might be a lopsided. I feel that's a bit of a lopsided back four there. And then they've got a staggered midfield again of Roberts, Brown, Bellingham, Neil, and Clark. Joe Bellingham. This is going to be the one player I fear that's going to keep Sunderland, or that can keep Sunderland out of that bottom half. And up front, they've got Eliza Mayende. So Eliza Mayende up front. So this is going to be an interesting one. Not quite sure. Has this young manager gone for something that's tried and tested? Or has he actually tried anything of his own in there? Looks a bit tried and tested to me. I was looking for more of his own ideas. Not quite got that feeling. That's going to be an interesting one. I would have always gone for Cardiff, but especially at home, tried and tested for Sunderland. He might pull that off. He might pull that off, but at some point he's got to put his own stamp on it. So we go with Hull City versus Bristol City, and we've got Hull City with Panda at the back. And then we've got Coyle, Jones, McLaughlin, and Jacob at the back four. Okay. And then we've got a staggered mid of Moore, Simmons, Mayhem, Slater, and Giles, Ryan Giles, right? Okay, and then they've got Oscar Estupinan up front, and so that's going to be interesting. Let's see what we've got there. So that's going to be interesting. I think that's an interesting little lineup. I don't think it's as good as what I thought they would do. I thought they had a really good side last year. That's sort of not the improvement that I thought you would get. For Bristol City, we have O'Leary in goal. We have Tanner, Viner, Dickey, and Pringle. Pringle, is that Pring at the back. That's actually a good defense. I quite like that. Williams, Knight, and Bird in midfield. And they've gone for Sykes, Armstrong, and Mehmeti up front. Now that I like. They are away from home. And if I look at the Hull City again, I'm thinking I actually like the attack rather than Hull's defence. I could see Bristol City just sneaking this. I could see Bristol City just sneaking that. I actually like Bristol City's side there. So we go there. We've done Hull City with Leeds United versus my local side, actually, Portsmouth. So here we go. We've got Leeds United with Meslier at the back, obviously. Bogle, Rodon, Stuck, and Firpo. Oh, well, there we are. Great defence. Staggered mid of James, Empedou, Rutter, oh dear, Gruev, and Nonto. Oh boy, what a midfield. I'm glad my team aren't in the Championship. And then we've got Fernandez up front. Ouch. What a poor Portsmouth got themselves into. Norris at the back for Portsmouth. Williams, Jordan Williams, Connor Shaughnessy, Towler, and Ogilvy. I don't know if they're going to do much good against their midfield and attack somehow. Midfield, Lang, Pack, Silvera, Dozzle, and Paddy Lane. I mean, we're getting a little bit out of his depths here, aren't we? And up front, Elias Sorensen, There's only one way that's going. I'm sorry, my local side, I would dearly love to be able to say that I think Portsmouth have a chance. But looking at that, I really can't see it. And they don't see, they're not attacked. Well, they're supposed to, they're sort of trying to hold out and as long as they can, aren't they, with that lineup? So you've got Middlesbrough with Dieng in goal, Ayling, Clark, Vanderberg, and Engel at the back. Midfield, again, Steiger, Jones, McGree, Morris. Oh, Aidan Morris, right, okay. Hackney, Azaz, and Latte Lat up front. So they got substitutes. They got Bergzorg in sub as a sub, Barlasser as a sub. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Oh, I won't come back out of it. And then you got Swansea with Vigoro in the goal. You've got Key, Cabango, Darling, and Timone at the back. Okay. And then you got Abdullah, Fulton, Franco, Grimes, and Sung. And then Liam Cullen up front. That's going to be a lot tighter than I thought. That's really going to be a lot tighter than I thought. You've got Millwall, Watford, with Millwall having Jensen in goal, Leonard, Hutchinson, Cooper, Bryan at the back, and Saville, Honeyman, Knorr, and Watmore. Duncan Watmore, wow, in the midfield. And Tom Bradshaw up front. So that's going to be a pretty solid lineup there for Millwall. Watford, now, can they get some goals up the front? I mean, they appear to be trying it with this format. So we've got Buckman in goal. We've got in the defence, you've got Serralta, Porthouse, and Pollock in midfield. You've got Ngakia, Bashuru, Kayembe, and Andrews. That's a good midfield, actually. That is a good midfield. And up front, you've got Sissoko, Bayo, and Chektadez. I don't want to say that one again. And that's actually, I think, I just don't know. I like the midfield. I like the defence for Watford. Not too enamoured about the attack, but I think the defence is and the midfield is quite good. I do like the Millwall side. I think Millwall might just edge it on that one. Oxford versus Norwich, and we got Oxford with Cumming at the back. Long, Moore, Brown, Bennett in defence. Midfield of Goodrum, Brannigan, Rodriguez, Will Volks, and Plachetta in midfield. That's a bloody good. That's a damn good midfield for them. Mark Harris up front. Could they do a good defensive job? Angus Gunn for Norwich, and then you've got Stacey, Hanley, Duffy, and Doyle. So it's good defence. Fastnack, McLean, and Gibbs in midfield, and then Nunes, Sargent, and Saints up front. It's going to take a bit of a batter in that midfield and defence, but you know they have got the extra man in midfield, and it is a good midfield, and that is actually a championship midfield. I think if they can just hold out till second half, Norwich could do one of their little acts of Harry Kerry and just sort of do themselves in. Let's see if they can, because that's actually a good Oxford side. That actually is a good Oxford side. Welcome. If you want to tell me who your team is, I'll go back if I've read your team out. We're at the minute, we're on the last one. We're on QPR West Brom. So QPR today are with Nardi at the back. We've got Dunn, Cook, Clark, Salter, and Powell. And then in midfield, a staggered midfield are Smith, Colback, Anderson, Field, and Coley. And up front, they've got Zancella. West Brom. I'm not. I mean, they all outplayed. They outperformed last year. So I don't actually feel much excitement from that team. But hell, they played so well last year. What the hell, they did really well. So we're going to West Brom, and now West Brom are. This is another team, much like QPR, that played extremely well last year, and absolutely out of the blue, both of them played brilliantly. Now, West Brom, Palmer in defence, in the goal. We'd be right with him in defence, wouldn't we? Goalkeeper, Furlong, Bartley, Ajayi, and Hagam at the back. That's a good defence. Midfield staggered again. Fellows, Mulumby, Swift, Mowat, and Grant. That seems a little bit lopsided. I just feel that Fellows is not. Grant on one side, Fellows on the other. Not quite. I mean, Mowat, Grant, yeah. Fellows, Mulumby, not quite sure that sort of really excites the sort of balancing act. I actually think they're going to be stronger up the left-hand side. Josh Meyer up front. Interesting. That is absolutely interesting. I've just got a feeling I'm not quite certain about West Brom's balancing of the team. If that is right, then I could see that being perhaps a little bit of a problem. So what I do now is, with 20 minutes gone, we're going to go and we're going to try and bring in a few bits of information. So we'll go put Sky Sports there, so I can watch things on Sky Sports, and then we're going to be changing the app here, so we go as quickly into the live as we can. See which one we're going to be going with. If I put the right one, it'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? So I hope everybody has had a nice summer break, because in just a few minutes we will be kicking off for our first Saturday of the new season. So there we have. So Cardiff City 15-8. We have Sunderland 29-20. So mostly on Sunderland there. Why does it pull up the wrong thing, you stupid thing? Think. Log in. And we've now got our items set up. We will eventually be pulling in. Look, we need to bring in a little bit of money, to be quite honest, first, before we start to bring multiple streams out. But we've got Sky over there. We've got another broadcast here. Hull City versus Bristol City. Hull City 17-10. Bristol City 8-5. So quite similar there. Yeah, very, very similar. Not quite sure where that's going to. It's going to be one or the other, but they're not quite sure. And then what else do we have? We have Leeds versus 1-4 for Leeds, 9-1 for Plymouth. Well, we know where they're expecting that one. So Leeds United let's see what the. So if you have a team that you specifically want me to go back through the lineups, then please do tell me, and I'll go back through the lineup. We've done the lineups, so very interesting interesting lineups today. There's a lot of teams trying to put their onus on the first game and actually go. There's about 2 or 3 of them that they're playing away from home and they're actually going 3 up front. Okay, yeah, I can see trying it. Oxford's team, brilliant midfield. I must admit, I like the Oxford lineup. They've got a decent midfield, decent midfield line there, and I can see where they're coming from, but their lineup is trying to stop the ball getting into Norwich's attack. Not quite sure they will, but I know from playing Norwich last year they can get very flustered if you put 10 men behind the ball. Oxford seem to be putting 10 men behind the ball, but in a sort of more advanced position. Let's see if it works. If it works, and they can get to half time, then you may see Oxford get something from this, and I could see them getting something from it. Before seeing the lineup, I sort of been thinking that they were going to be anywhere near it, but yeah, they do seem to be. Do seem to be pushing for a draw, possibly sneaking a win. Middlesbrough, Swansea. Middlesbrough's now 4-6, and Swansea's 4-1. So the odds are heavily in Middlesbrough's favour. I think the teams there are slightly more even. I think there's not a great deal of change in the style or class of the Middlesbrough team, which actually surprises me. Swansea not keen on that side. It just doesn't. It lacks the technical ability. It lacks a bit of pizzazz. I just don't see it getting much. But there again, Middlesbrough haven't really. That side doesn't really enamor me with excitement either. So they're going to be a strange one. Millwall versus Watford. We've been through all these teams. So Millwall 11-8, Watford 11-5. So we're slightly on with more with Millwall. I'm thinking Millwall are actually going to do a lot better at home this year than they were last year. They seem to have made enough changes to try and bolster all areas, and I think that they'll do quite well. And they're against a side that, I mean, Watford have put 3 up front, but I'm not quite sure why. These are one of the ones that's away from home. They put 3 up front, but they've never been great at scoring. And I'm sorry, I can't see a great lineup of scorers in there. It just doesn't beg goals. And when I look at the odds, you're thinking, yeah, I can see why it's 11-5 rather than 11-8. I mean, Millwall are 8. Yeah, with that lineup is quite to stop that one from going off. Is quite interesting. Millwall versus Watford. So Oxford versus Norwich. Oxford 15-8. Norwich only 13-10. Now that's actually quite interesting. You would have expected Norwich here to be way more nearer to a sort of even stroke odds on. So I left my coffee in there brewing and came in here and opened up the live stream. I can smell something burning over there. I want to come back and go and get it. And I do apologise. If you tell me what your team is, I can always I will look out for it, and I'll and I can go back through the lineups. But yeah, you'd have to tell me. We were 2 minutes away. I do want to try and just have a quick look at the other two, which is QPR, West Brom. QPR 8-5, West Brom 13-8. QPR and West, both of these played so bloody well at the end of this. I mean, West Brom played well all the way through, and I didn't expect them to play well at all. They did well with it, and they had 0 signings at the beginning until about the first week in the season. How the hell they did it, God only knows. They seem to have put out a really good side. Not brilliant, but I think it's a really good top-end championship side. QPR, they've tried to keep with that sort of good side, that the robust side. I think there's better the devil you know, I think it is, with the QPR side. I could see them getting something from this. There's not much between them on the odds. I think QPR for me are just edging it with that side. Stoke Coventry, a lot of people are tipping Coventry to win this one. There's actually not much in it on the odds. 7-5 Stoke, 17-10 Coventry. Not a great deal in it. Not really. It's 14-10 against 17-10. So actually, they believe Stoke City have probably got the advantage at home, which is actually quite strange, because a lot of the people I've seen on here, be very careful now, so we're going to have to choose a game to go to. Which game shall we go to, guys? You're not going to tell me who you support. We'll go to Leeds versus Portsmouth then. Leeds, Portsmouth, or Oxford versus Norwich is what we've got. We go to that one.
Independent studio commentary, while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck.
So, at some point, we will. I was hoping for my television.
Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match?
Oh, go away. Don't want to bet on the match. Go away. So, we will be going through we're watching it on there, listening to it on there, and watching the other scores on here. If you have any score, if you see any scores I don't, then please tell me. I'll be putting the scores in the chat because I'm on YouTube Studio at the minute. We'll be moving to StreamYard, where I'll be able to put them on the screen at some point. But at the minute, it goes in the chat. We are going to be kicking off very soon. At the minute, we're going to just wait and see when they start. And we've got Millwall is now off. Middlesbrough is off and running. Hull City off and running. Cardiff's not running yet. Leeds isn't on yet. Oxford is 1 minute in, and QPR's 1 minute in, and Stoke City have just kicked off, and we're off and running with the Championship. We're into the new season. Come on. Let's hear who you support. Come on, I want to see some comments. Who do you support? I don't want to be looking at a number one and not knowing what team you support. I want to be able to put it on here because it doesn't bother me. I'm a League One supporter now, so we all got relegated. So come on, tell me who you support. We'll be packing it in. It'll probably be one of my other channel supporters. They might look. We're still not. I think we just kicked off at Leeds. So Leeds has just kicked off. The last game to kick off is Leeds. Who was the first team? Well, plenty of first teams. The first team to kick off in this year will seem to be Hull City versus Hull City. Bristol City are in the second. Oh, it was Oxford versus Norwich. So Oxford, Norwich were the first team, closely followed by QPR versus West Brom. We may have to. So Oxford are actually in the attack. Rodriguez has gone straight into. Oh, he's called offside as he's tried to snip it through the middle, and Oxford actually nearly caught Norwich out there. Norwich desperately caught too far forward, and Rodriguez went straight through the middle, but just caught offside just as the ball came bang down the middle. So Oxford United, they're just not getting it. But then somehow Oxford have pulled back, cleared it down the left-hand side, goes out. Oxford City have a Oxford have a throw in on their left-hand side, comes back, throws it into their midfield. They now pound it around the back. Brown, and it's Bennett. Bennett through. Oxford City. I can actually do Oxford on there now. I was wondering when you was going to give me my live stream. So I just pulled up the television up on there, and we will be watching that one on the tablet in a minute. So Will Volks, you see Will Volks and Long down the right hand side, back to Volks. They're using bad pass there by Volks. But Bennett tackles and he gets it back on the left hand side for Oxford United. Oxford United, what can he do on that left side? If I can just get that, and Duffy collects it. Poor cross, but Duffy passes it out to Stacey. Stacey on his own right, and he loses it to Bennett. Bennett is having a brilliant day. Oxford's Bennett, and he passes it to Rodriguez in the box. Oh, Duffy takes it from him. Oh, Duffy. What's he done? He's given it to Volks. Jesus. This is like ping pong ball. Ping pong ball in Norwich's box here. McLean grabs it for Norwich. Kicks it out. Oh. Hang on.
I can't believe he's missed it. You'd be dreaming about tonight.
Who's just missed an open net?
Start for Jaden Bold, a little flick the outside of his right boot. Root a terrific ball. He brought the ball down and controlled it. But like you said, at that point he was leaning back, and the best he'd got out of that is a corner kick. I don't know. So
Portsmouth match has just had an open net missed, but I can't hear.
So somebody's got a touch. Corner comes in towards the back stick, headed down into the ground, hit the bar again. Firpo across the face of goal.
Oh, Firpo nearly. Oh, it must Leeds. Leeds missed an open net, and then they crossed it, and they nearly got it across the line again. So Leeds are pounding the Portsmouth goal at the minute. As Norwich City have a corner from their left-hand side. So just wait for Norwich City to see if they can get that corner in. As try and get the other match on here. This is absolutely insane. I love it. I love it. This is Championship back, and it's even though we're not playing in it, actually doing this is brilliant. If I can only get my live stream up on that, it'll be an awful lot better than watching it down here. Norwich City in the ball. Moore just grabs it, and it'll be Oxford United that pull that one out of the bag. But it's forced to his own left, and it goes out, and it's now Oxford have managed to keep that. They've got a throw in.
We're thinking it should hit the back of the net, but you've got to give great credit. It might have been Riley Towler who was in there. He got a bit of body on the ball.
Oh, Hanley for Norwich. Back to Sargent. It's in the box. Oh, it misses it from about 2 yards. How he's missed that from there, I don't know. Placetta takes it. Well, is it forward? McLean back to Stacey. So now we've got Norwich in their own half. As I try to get my other television one. Oh, Duffy, Hanley. Duffy's been working quite well between sort of like the halfway line and the goal line. So Duffy's been sort of toddling between the sort of defensive and then sort of that halfway line area, and he seems to be staying quite nice. Oh, Leeds have hit the bar again. I mean, Leeds are poor old Portsmouth seem to be flying it blind here. They really are. As Duffy, oh wow, what a shot! And it's fast night, and it's that was off target, but I tell you what, it wasn't very far off. Norwich are suddenly starting to pull back. And now Oxford United will have a goal kick. Cummings, Brown, Bennett. They took it short, which is quite interesting. I'm going to go back to all the scores now. So we'll go back to all the scores. And no scores as yet. We still have Leeds United 0, Portsmouth 0, even though it's very much not an easy game there for Portsmouth. Leeds have already hit the bar twice and missed an open net. Let's go to Cardiff versus Sunderland. And whoa, Cardiff have just had a shot. Tanner just off target. Try Hume now in Sunderland area. So they'll try and build from the back. What the? Gutas shot on goal and gets saved. What the hell happened there? Sunderland seemed to just so I don't know what happened with Sunderland there. The goalkeeper just gave it away. I just fear for this Sunderland manager. I mean, that should not happen. You should not have a goal kick and then Gutas takes it off him. And
he goes down in the box. It's a penalty.
Penalty.
It's a Stonewall penalty. It's the left back.
Penalty at Leeds.
Ogilvie just can't live with him. Not many defenders in the country, never mind the Championship, can keep up with Dan James, and Ogilvie joins that list. Listen, this
Leeds penalty, I think.
There was a lovely little flick, wasn't it? And he just got goal side. Ogilvie then is nowhere. As soon as he's been beaten in that little
Sunderland with Alessi. Let's go to that game as Cardiff grab the ball. It's 9 minutes 20 at Leeds.
And so
penalty to Leeds. So let's listen to the commentary as I watch it as well. And we'll let the visual will be before the. I know whether it's gone in. You can listen to it. Into the corner. It's Leeds United 1. Portsmouth 0. So the first game to get a goal is indeed Leeds United 1, Portsmouth 0. Got a feeling there, guys, that it's going to be a very long day and a long way home for the Portsmouth fans. So 10 minutes 26 and it's Leeds 1. Portsmouth 0.
Who are suffering from shell shock at the minute.
Shell shock, more than shell shock. Coventry have it in their own area at the minute. Binks has it in goal. Let's have a look at some stats, shall we? We'll have a look at some stats. At the minute, we have Stoke City with 7 decent attacks, 4 attacks to Coventry. Possession is 52% to Coventry. So although Stoke have slightly less of the possession, they actually have more attacks. They've also had more shots. So 3 shots all off target for Stoke, 1 shot off target for Coventry. So within 43, so 13 minutes, and they've had and Stoke have just had another shot. So the number of shots are quite decent. I mean, I'd be quite happy as a fan getting that number of shots in 13 minutes. However, they have to get them on target, and at the minute, neither Stoke nor Coventry. I'm watching that game at the minute. Coventry have it on their right. Coventry have it on the right as they and he loses it to Gibson, who passes it back to Victor Johansson. They put Victor in goal. Mason Clark grabs it on Coventry's left, but it goes out. He just loses it over the line. Stoke will have a throw in.
What Bamford does, if he's not, an incredible target man,
Shamado.
he leads the line so well. He reads when
Manuf
goes into press.
Manuf for Stoke.
Wilmot.
Gibson.
Really slow.
Pushes it forward, but then Binks just grabs it, kicks it back out. Berger grabs it on the left, pushes it down the left-hand side, but Thomas gets it for Coventry. Coventry now can try and build from their right-hand defence. So Thomas.
5 yards inside the Leeds United house. So
we might have to reboot that one, I think. That's not quite
the skipper Pack to the ball.
Coming up with my TV on that side. It's always better on a bigger screen. I can see what's happening. But we'll stick with the smaller screen. And we've got Coventry now penned in their own area for a few minutes now. Stoke City have a throw in from right next to the corner flag. They lose it. Can Van der Erik get it out for Coventry from their own back right-hand corner? So Coventry will try and push it forward from the back right.
The Frenchman kept it in. Yes, he has, but then he's lost it. It's good.
Not doing much with the ball. Staying in defence. Coventry need to do something with this, but then Gibson fights it back in midfield, passes it right to Wilmot, right to Shamado, and Bidwell eventually grabs it for Coventry. Can he do anything? He puts it into midfield with Allen. Allen in midfield. Tries to sneak it down their left-hand side, but it goes out for a throw-in to Stoke, who throws it into the midfield, into the centre for Gibson. Wilmot. Torp grabs it off him. If he can do something, no, it's gone out. Stoke City get a throw-in. Back to Wilmot. Tries pushing it into mid. Wilmot's passing into midfield is abysmal. Allen grabs it straight from him. And it's a bit of a ping-pong ball at the minute down on Stoke City's left. It looks like Rodoni's going to grab it for Coventry. So Rodoni's going to grab it for Coventry, and we're going to see if...
I'm sure we'll be hearing the Pompey chimes out the away support, but they've made a terrible start, really.
Wilmot in midfield for Coventry. Shamado on the right. They keep pushing it to Shamado, and then he gives it to Manov. Wilmot. Is it going to go back to Shamado and Wilmot? No, it isn't. It's going to go to Gibson. Gibson, pretty stable at the minute for Stoke. It's Thompson. I'm trying to see where it is that Stoke City pushes it down to Gooch for the first time on that left. Manages to get in this time. Shamado off target. That was a pity, because Stoke City, that was a great cross, and I really thought that when Gooch got it and crossed it, it would be just met a little bit better by Shamado, but didn't quite get it. and it gets eventually pushed out, and it's Stoke City again building from the halfway line. Let's go back because I think we need to look at some of the other games. Any other score? Oh, we have another goal. We have another goal, guys. You didn't tell me about the other goal. I am hoping that you tell me about the other goals. You do need. If I'm watching, then it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to look and hope that you tell me it's QPR 1, West Brom 0. So we're on 17. It was only a minute ago. Anderson, an Anderson header for the. It's mainly QPR. A bit of where the timeline shows QPR in the ascendancy, then West Brom, then QPR, and the ball's gone in the net. So,
and it's that's a real worry. You know, they let Archie Gray go because
Ampadu is now injured for Leeds.
No good signs in any of that. But they'd let Archie Gray go because they know that Ampadu's a terrific midfielder.
Let's go for Hull City versus Bristol City. And we go into Hull City versus Bristol with Hull City on the attack now. We've had two. Now, this is interesting. Hull City have 52% of the possession. They've got 2 shots, both of them, 2 of them on target. Bristol City, though, 3 shots, 1 on target. Now, dangerous attacks, 5 to Hull City, 16 to Bristol City. Bristol City are using their 48% of possession a little bit better. They're a little bit more economic with their pressure. However, when Hull City have the ball, the attacks that they have are usually an awful lot more prominent, and they produce a better XG. So the XG for Hull City is 0.32. XG for Bristol City is 0.16. So we are doing quite well if you're a Hull City fan. It's now 50-50 possession. So Bristol City are coming back with that possession. However, we do seem to be. Let's see what the odds are. 17-10 for Hull and 8-5 for Bristol City. They still can't work out which way it's going to be. 1 yellow card to Bristol City though, so that's going to be interesting at this point in the game. Let's see who got the Williams for Bristol City with the yellow card. Remember that. And we've got a goal at Cardiff. We have a goal at Cardiff. And it's gone the way I didn't expect it. It's Cardiff City 0, Sunderland 1. Now, I really didn't expect that. Really didn't expect that. So let's have a look at Sunderland's attack again. 09 has scored with a header. 09 has scored for a header. He's a defender. So 09 scored with a header for Sunderland. That actually has now swayed the odds. So they're now almost 2-1 on for Sunderland and 5-1 against for Cardiff. So there's not much love in the world for the Cardiff. We've had a look at Stoke. We've had a look at Cardiff. Hull City will go to Middlesbrough versus Swansea next. And here we go with Middlesbrough versus Swansea. Middlesbrough versus Swansea. What we've got. Middlesbrough have had 3 shots so far, 1 on target, 15 attacks, 7 for Swansea. 40, but Middlesbrough only have 48% possession. So from a lot less possession, well, a little bit less possession, Middlesbrough have managed to get an XG of 0.65 and Swansea 0. So, yeah, as Swansea proved me wrong and start to attack now. So let's have a quick look at it. Middlesbrough have the ball in defence. McGree in on the left-hand side of defence. But Fulton grabs it in midfield for Swansea. And Swansea are, grabbed it. Hackney grabs it from and runs with it. But as he runs through, he runs into Grimes, and the ball ricochets into Latte Lap. And the Latte Lap just gives it to McGree. And Azaz, Jones, come on, in the box, he's in the box, he's in the area. Come on, do something. Oh, has been taken out. Has this one been taken? I think this one's been taken out here. What's this? Is it? He has been taken out. He has been taken out, and it's a Middlesbrough penalty. He has been taken out. They've taken him out right in the middle of the box. Azaz there in the middle of the box for Middlesbrough, and Swansea defence just took him out. It's now a Middlesbrough penalty, and it's. We'll wait and watch this as we listen to the Leeds game. We'll wait for the penalty for Middlesbrough. So Middlesbrough now taking the penalty. Drum rise and goal! Middlesbrough have scored from the penalty. So we shall put that on.
It's short and it's through and Sorensen has scored for Pompey. Leeds United look across.
Pompey has scored. Portsmouth has scored. Portsmouth have equalised against Leeds. Oh my God! Everything's happening at the same bloody time here. Help! Oh wow! It started to happen here. This is. I've got to try and put these all in a word and put it all in here. Help! Come on, guys! I need some help. There's too many goals coming in. We've got Middlesbrough 1, Swansea 0. Let's just check on the. Yeah, we certainly have. So we've got Leeds 1, Portsmouth 1. We now have equaliser at Leeds with Leeds letting one in. It's strike for Leeds and Sorensen for Portsmouth.
To sort it out, but that's great for Portsmouth because they've been really poor. They've been played over essentially. But
I wanted to just go back and just see who took the penalty because I couldn't actually see who took the penalty. It was Latte Lat, of course. I mean, wouldn't it be Latte Lat? So Latte Lat got the penalty there.
Just over 20 minutes to go.
Scored it for Middlesbrough, and Latte Lat's going to be. The amount of the play at Middlesbrough. There's almost zero real play by Swansea. When they get it, they give it straight back, or they keep it in defence and they don't push it forward. But at the minute, Middlesbrough 1, Swansea 0, Cardiff 0, Sunderland 1, Leeds United 1, Portsmouth 1, and we've got a goal at Millwall. It's now, and this is different from what I thought. This is another one that's gone completely the other way from what I expected. It's Millwall 0, Watford 1. Millwall 0, Watford 1. Let's have a look. And QPR versus West Brom's got a goal. So it's QPR 1, West Brom 1. So we're now starting to see the goals fly in. Let's just see who scored for Watford. It was Kayembe. Kayembe scored for Watford on 22 minutes, which is God knows when. It's I'm just losing it here. I'm losing my voice. This. Oh no! Don't go too far back. I've gone too far back.
So yeah, the goals elsewhere. Middlesbrough won.
Wow.
Swansea 0. Watford have 1-0 up on the road against Millwall.
And Oxford versus Norwich. Something's happened at Oxford Norwich.
Yep. So goals.
Norwich have actually got the ball. It's a goal for Oxford. Oxford has scored. It's Oxford 1, Norwich 0. I knew something had happened. The odds had disappeared. It's Oxford 1. 1 is, I say, keep it, annoy the hell out of them. And if you can get to half time, you can make a difference. It's Oxford 1, Norwich 0. What a season so far, and this is only the first bloody day. I can't believe it. Oxford fans will be doing their nuts. Can you imagine it? We've got such an amazing day, absolutely amazing day. Still can't. I don't mind. I haven't got the television on yet, but hey, who cares? I've got it on the on the phone anyway, so that's okay. Let's just recap on what we've got, because at the minute we've got Stoke City 0, Coventry 0, Cardiff 0, Sunderland 1, Hull City 0, Bristol City 0, Leeds 0, Leeds 1, Portsmouth 1. We have Middlesbrough 1, Swansea 0, Millwall 0, Watford 1. Oxford 1, Norwich 0, and QPR 1, West Brom 1. And where do we go? Where the hell do we go? Let's go for one of the 0-0 games. Let's go for Hull City versus Bristol City. Let's go and have a watch at this. Let's go and pull this one up. So Williams has it for Bristol City. So Bristol City in midfield. At the minute, from the commentary there, you can hear that Portsmouth actually have not had anything in midfield. They've just been completely in defence. And whenever they've had it, it's been to keep the ball out. And they managed to equalise. So good on them. They're my local side down the road. I don't actually live anywhere near there at the minute anymore. So Bristol City with Tamna. Hull City grab it for a throw in. Oh, throw in and you give it straight away, and Bristol City come a throw in now. Bristol City with a throw in on the right hand side. Keep on to like go different ways and work out which way we are from the camera view. So right hand side throw in by Bristol, but Bird grabs it back. They did lose it, but they've got it back again. Bristol City can try and build from that right hand side. Bristol City 30 minutes and 10 seconds passing it around midfield. Bristol City not quite knowing how to break down this strong Hull City defence. At the minute, the Hull City defence seems to be doing a damn good job. I think that Bristol City are doing a Portsmouth. They're sort of like just moving it around, trying to make sure that they don't lose it. I think there's been a foul there. And it gets pushed forward, but Jacobs will grab it for Hull. Pushes it out. Pring intercepts that just in the Hull City half for Bristol City. Bristol City on the edge of the centre circle. Tries kicking it to the right for Williams. Williams grabs it. Where's he going to go? He's going to go back to O'Leary. O'Leary back to Viner. Pushes it forward down that right hand side, but McLaughlin grabs it, but lose it tonight. Knight on the right in the middle of the Hull City. Where's he going to go? He's going to give it to Mehmeti. Mehmeti, Pring. You're going to go Mehmeti and Pring. You're going to lose it here. But he gave it to Tanner. Tanner and Sykes. Sykes just loses it when he tries running through. And Simmons will try and build, I think, from Hull City at the back. I don't know whether he'll build Hull City with Tanner. There's Simmons at the back. He's trying to play his way out of defence.
Will Norris takes a drink, takes his time.
So that's
clearly their time wasting already.
Go away from there. So Hull City and Bristol City seems to be a little bit difficult there. That it's a bit of a.
Coach has been there and done it. Seen it.
They've been very defensive on that. Stoke City, let's have a look. Berger on the left-hand side, where gives it, lose it to Allen. Allen on the right. Allen on Coventry's right now. Passes it back to Devon, and then he kicks it out. But he only gets as far as Wilmot in his own half. So Stoke City can now try and build from the middle of their own area. Wilmot. I'm listening to the Leeds versus Portsmouth game, if that's what you're thinking. Victor Johansson kicks it out to Gibson for Stoke City. Stoke City now trying to build down the left-hand side. Gives it to Bockett. Bockett now down the right. He's really close to that line, but he just can't quite cross it in. And Devin gives it to Thomas for Coventry. Coventry are now trying to build. Allen, Thomas on the right on the line on the right hand side.
Crosses into the box, but Pompey are dealing with them very easily. Leeds.
Bit of a clatter there from on Thomas, but don't know what they're going to say. Well, I think it's going to be a free kick. It looks like it might be. Let's have a look at the stats while they get ready to do that. 7 shots for Stoke City, 1 on target. 2 shots for Coventry, none on target. 52% possession to Stoke, so they're doing something with their 52% possession. Coventry, less so. 5 corners, 5 for Stoke City, just 2 for Coventry. It's not looking too good for Coventry based on the stats. If we go back to the game, Mano for Stoke grabs it from the Coventry midfield. Mano tries to. He's walking it back. He's walked it back and giving it to Johansson in the goal. And Thompson. I just wonder whether they're trying to. They also frustrate the hell out of Coventry, and they seem to be doing it. I mean, they'd frustrate the hell out of me if I was watching it. If I was down there at the game, I'd be thinking, "What the hell are they doing?" They seem to like pulling it back and then pushing it forward, pulling it back and pushing. Oh, and they go down the left, but they just get caught there. And Van Eyck just intercepted it for Coventry, but he loses it, and it's Lauren Thompson down the left to Gooch. Gooch, can he do one of his crosses? No, he puts it back to Bocker. Can he do a 1-2 with Gooch down that left? No, he's pulling it back, Lauren. I would have preferred perhaps a 1-2 with Gooch there, but it's Gibson, Wilmot, and I say back into defence, pushes it forward, but Coventry grab that in their own half.
Anyway, ball comes in, keeper comes out.
We'll go back because I think it's time to have a look at the others. Whoa, Coventry, Cardiff versus Sunderland is obviously Cardiff 0, Sunderland 1. So that thank you for giving me my. It's Leeds United 1. Whoa. Portsmouth 1.
Again.
Off target there by Leeds. Leeds had a good shot. Yeah, quite wide there.
Good play by Jorginho Ruti.
I'm sort of Middlesbrough. Let's have a look at the Millwall Watford game.
quite comfortably.
Watford are 1-0 up.
I think that was Andre
Millwall.
He all ends up just too strong.
Millwall are the team I thought might just about
kind of one of those ones where the referee should be
grab a win here. But I thought it was going to be like really, really close. 1-0, 2-1. On seeing the teams when they came out, I thought, yeah, the Millwall side's got it, but only just. I couldn't see where Watford were going to score. Well, they have done it. Norwich, no. Oh, shot off target there by Honeyman. Really, another shot. Oh, Christ! Well, come on. How many shots can you get? What are they doing? Jesus, it was just kick it, and nobody's getting it in the bloody net. And Millwall, Millwall were really pushing forward there at that point. So Backman now can build for Watford. Pushes it forward, kicks it. It goes all the way down bloody length of the pitch to Jensen. Millwall now building. Oh, come on. Kicks it all the way to the other end, and Watford have it. But he gives it away in defence. Saville, Leonard. They're trying their best, Millwall, to try and get something out of this from midfield. They're trying to build gently from the back. And
the ball away. Here's a real opportunity. Silvera, terrible ball from him.
Andrews for Watford.
From Leeds.
A throw in now for Millwall.
One on target for Pompey.
What more? Suddenly got it in the net. In the area. I was saying the net. He wants it in the net. It's not gone in the net. And it's passed back instead. So he just couldn't get his back. It was the wrong way round for the net, and he just couldn't get it in. So he passes it back, and it eventually goes to Honeyman on the left. Honeyman crosses it, but it's kicked out. Leonard grabs it again on the right-hand side and gave me rights and lefts wrong. Porthouse again. Kicks it out. And Porthouse is doing a really good job here. He's really trying to get his guard in that goal. Really well.
His manager's got to say to this fella,
we want to go to Oxford.
Find somebody with a bit more talent, because passing is not your strong suit.
We're going to go for Oxford.
If you win the ball,
at the minute, 40 minutes gone, and Oxford are on the attack with Rodriguez on the left-hand side. It's Oxford 1, Norwich 0. Oxford now, Rodriguez. I think it was taken out there. Be taken out. It looks like it. Gives it to Will Volts, then gives it to Plachetta. Plachetta, Will Volts crosses it in at Quinn. Angus Gunn is two on that one. He's on top of that one. Angus Gunn there. And walks it out. What's he going to do with it? Going to kick it forward to McLean. But Will Volts grabs it off McLean like a chocolate from a baby. Passes it to Harris. What's Harris going to do? Don't lose it to McLean. You daren't lose it to McLean. Will Volks has just got it off him. But he does. He loses it, and he gives it back to Duffy. Duffy to Gibbs. And Norwich can try and build from midfield. Down to Saints. Saints for Norwich on the left-hand side. Can he cross it? Is he going to be? He's got a couple of defenders around him. What's he going to do? Saints, and he crosses it, but the goalie just grabs it out the air. That's easy for the Oxford United goalkeeper.
Rode on there, just got the wrong side of Callum Lang again. The Scouts are doing really well there. He got in too deep, Rodon. He got turned, and that is a yellow card. And I don't really see how Joe Rodon can have a moan about that. No, he got turned, like you're saying. He just held on to him, kept him tight, sort of bailed him from behind, and had to do was just blow the whistle.
Finally got my
out of his pocket. Shake off Harris. Just misjudged the play of the bouncing ball as he wanted to get in front of Lang to pick
so
his
my
pocket.
Television is now running, and we've now got television on both sides. We've got Oxford United here.
Exactly that. So
Oxford are now down the left-hand side. They're going to cross it in. Oh, that was the Saints nearly. Saints. That was actually Saints grabbing it for Norwich, and Norwich nearly had it.
What a strike from Callum Lang! Right foot, the ball from the edge of the box.
What's happened there?
On the half volley. That's clean. It's crisp, and Pompey take the lead.
Portsmouth are winning. It's now Portsmouth winning. It's Leeds 1. Portsmouth, my local side 2. Portsmouth are taking it into the second half of the looks of it. 43 minutes gone, and Portsmouth are in the lead. As we see, Norwich are in defence at the minute, and Oxford are not being teased. Oxford are trying to tease. Norwich are trying to tease Oxford to come forward and trying to attack them, but they're not, and they're doing a really good job. Norwich are expecting Oxford to play a League One game. They're refusing to play a League One game, and it's Oxford 1. Norwich nearly, Oxford nearly grab it from him right on the goalie there. He thought he was just going to saunter up to the ball, and Oxford cross it out. Oh, whoa, that nearly went in. What a miss. Oxford, Harris has just missed an absolute sitter on the line. It was an absolutely brilliant cross there from there, right, and it was absolutely in no man's land. Nobody watching him. Nobody, not one person. There were 2 Oxford people there, 2 Oxford strikers, 1 defender. God knows that, and the manager is absolutely annoyed. And that should have been in the back of the net for 2-0. And Oxford really there should have made it into 2-0. Saints is probably the only guy that I could see playing any sort of football for Norwich City at the minute. And at the minute, guys, it's 10 parts Oxford, 2 parts Norwich City. If you ever thought Oxford City were going to roll over and die, guys, bloody isn't happening today. Well, not in the first half, anyway. And Oxford take it from Norwich. Oh, you've got to give a foul for that. Come on. The Norwich guy just hacked him over. That was a foul and a half. He just clattered into the Oxford guy. And my God. So what we got? Oxford goal kick. Kicks it out so that we can get some injury time, because that guy that got caught there by the Norwich player was still sort of hobbling around. Goal kick. Ooh, come on, Oxford, push it forward, but just they're being bloody vicious. This attack, the attack for Norwich is actually being quite. That was look at that. Oh, he jabbed his foot on. He could have broke his foot. He needed a red card for that. He actually jabbed his foot right on the Oxford guy's top of the Oxford guy's foot, and sent him flying. And he doesn't even get a yellow card for it. So let's see what we've got. Middlesbrough 1, Swansea 0. Millwall 0, Watford 1. QPR 1, West Brom 1. Cardiff 0, Sunderland 1. Again, the Oxford guy this time though is really injured. Oh, Jesus! Oh, poor lad. He's really. Norwich City really do need to get the grips on this game. Josh Son gets a yellow card for that. He should have got a bloody red one. He broke his fucking neck off. I mean, I'm not an Oxford fan, and I'm not a Norwich fan, so it doesn't matter either way for me. But that was a red card. He nearly knocked his fucking head off. I mean, this is a rugby tackle. Without his hands, just body, boom, straight in. It's going to be an Oxford free kick. 46 minutes and 39 seconds. It's 1 minute plus 1 minute, so we're already over time. I think Oxford will they're just going to play it and get out of this first half because of the minute. And that's it for the first half for Oxford. But yeah, some of those tackles there were absolutely. I'm glad we're not playing in the Championship if that's what Norwich City want to. If that's what they want to delve up, guys, then Norwich City are one hell of a fouls after foul. So let's look. We've got half time at Stoke City. Stoke City 0, Coventry 0. Half time at QPR 1. West Brom 1. Half time at Oxford 1. Norwich 0. Half time at Millwall 0. Watford 1. But Millwall are trying to come back there. Half time at Middlesbrough 1, Swansea 0, and Middlesbrough are definitely on top in that game. No, it's not half time there. Half time at Hull City 0, Bristol City 0. Half time at Cardiff 0, Sunderland 1. It's not half time yet here at Portsmouth. And it's I thought Portsmouth had a chance of crossing it there, but James grabs it from the Portsmouth guy, passes it to Rutter. Left side, but Paddy Lane grabs it. That's it. Tries a little flick on, but he's not quick enough to get 45 minutes, half time, and it's Leeds United 1, Portsmouth 2. We will come back at second half. We're going to go for a coffee, have a nice time, because I'm going to be back. I'll put it in here. You see you in the second half.
What a first period of 45 minutes at Ellen Road. It's Leeds United 1, Portsmouth 2. The League One champions have come to the Championship favourites and upset the apple cart so far. They had to weather an early storm when Leeds United hit the bar 3 times before Pascal Struijk tucked away a penalty after Dan James was brought down by Ogilvie. But since then, Portsmouth grew into the game. Sorensen made a good chance for himself, and Lang with an absolute thunderbolt sent it past Meslier. 2-1. Bar free time for Pascal Strike. Tucked away a penalty for that. Dan James was brought down by Ogilvie, but since then, Bournemouth through to the game. Sorensen made a good chance for himself with Lang. Thunderbolt sent it past Mellier 2-1. What's a first period of 45 minutes at Ellen Road? It's Leeds 1, Portsmouth 2. The League One champions have come to the championship favourites and upset the apple cart so far. They had to weather an early storm at Leeds United. Bar free time for Pascal Strike. Took away a penalty for that. Down by Ogilvie, but since then, Portsmouth through to the game. Sorensen made a good chance for himself with Lang. Absolute thunderbolt sent it past Mellier 2-1. What's a first period of 45 minutes at Ellen Road? It's Portsmouth 2. The League One champions have come to the championship favourites.
So what a first half we've seen. I can't believe that first half. That first half was absolutely amazing. Now let's have a look at the odds, because it's Leeds United are still odds on to win this game. Leeds United odds on to win this game. They're 2-1 down at home against Portsmouth, and don't like the look of that. So 13-5 to win it. It's worth a punt. Might put a pound on that. I could put a bet on that. As a win for Portsmouth at 13-5 is actually quite good. Nearly 3-1 when they're already 2-1 up. Yeah. Well, League One champions are in the lead. And I know, because I actually live in near Portsmouth, so everyone's thinking, let's get the hardest game over and done with first. And I cannot believe that we've gone into half time with Leeds United, who took the lead after being absolutely just head and feet above Portsmouth in the initial stages, and then they just sort of made a couple of really silly errors, and all of a sudden we have the Portsmouth grabbing the lead. Let's have a look at timeline. So Dozzle got a yellow card for Portsmouth. Rodon's got a yellow card for Leeds. Sorensen got the second goal for Portsmouth. Lang got the first one. No, Lang got the yellow card, didn't he? Lang got a yellow card at that point. So Straight got a penalty for Leeds. Sorensen got the second goal for Portsmouth, and then Lang got the second goal for Portsmouth, the third goal in total. And second and third mixed up. So yeah, they certainly are. I mean, what's the stats for that? You see, at the minute you got Leeds on an XG of 1.85 and one goal. You've got Portsmouth on 0.09 XG and 2 goals. Leeds have had 14 shots, but 4 on target, 1 goal. Portsmouth have had 3 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals. Both the shots they've had on target have hit the back of the net. This is what I mean. I said this all last season about certain sides in the Championship, not mine. I think Hull City were one. They kept, and Stoke were. They kept doing really good for shots. But it's not having shots on target, but you've got to get it in the back of the net. And just having a shot, even if it's on target, well, most of them were doing shots and like 15 shots and 1 on target. And you think, well, you're not winning because you've got to get them on target, because otherwise you're just going to be you're losing it. Whether you hear it.
To the Championship favourites and upset the apple cart so far. They had to weather an early storm where Leeds United hit the bar 3 times before Pascal Struijk tucked away a penalty, but after Dan James was brought down.
Does seem to be quite quiet that today, but
Sorensen made a good chance for himself, but Lamb with an thunderbolt sent it past Elliott 2-1. What's the first period of 45 minutes at Ellen Road is Leeds 1, Portsmouth 2. The League One champions have come to.
that's not helped, so we'll leave that. So we're going into the second half soon. Probably a couple of minutes. Now get this. The Leeds United Portsmouth game, where it's Leeds United 1, Portsmouth 2, by the way. Leeds have had 8 corners, and have done pretty well out of them. They've had shots on goal from them, they've had shots from them, just not on goal. Portsmouth had 0. They had 0 corners. So West Brom there with their goal. Watford's. Oh wow! Millwall's defence just stopped stationary, and Watford they just gifted. They just gifted the goal. It was just a gift. Here, have it. Oxford. I want to see Oxford's goal now. Second half live in a minute. So we have all on 45, I do believe. We're still on all on 45. We're still all back at base. And we're going to be starting with the second half any minute. So we're going with the second half. Who's going to be first? It should be like Oxford or Middlesbrough, I think it was last time. Stoke City weren't too far behind. It won't be Leeds because that one was playing last. So it won't be that one. So it won't be Leeds United Portsmouth. So let's wait for the first game. Cardiff Sunderland. I'll get to the stats for that. It's quite even. In fact, it really is very even. 2 shots on target for Cardiff, 1 for Sunderland, and it went in. So what can you say? Although the possession is the other way around. It's 61% possession to Cardiff, but they do bugger all with it. 39% possession to Sunderland and 1 goal. So if you're going to get your 1 shot on target in the net, then you're going to win. Oxford nearly made it 2-0 right at the very death. They really did. Oxford nearly doing it. But Oxford are coming out onto the pitch. So Oxford are coming out. Let's have a look at the others. Cardiff's not. We have got a game underway. We've got two. Oh, we're starting to go now. So, for your information, Oxford have just kicked off. So the television is just a few seconds behind. Millwall have now kicked off. Middlesbrough have kicked off. Hull City have kicked off. So we go to Hull City, Bristol City, just for the sake of it. Bristol City gone straight into the attack. Sykes on the right, pulls it back to Williams. Williams to Knight. Jason Knight, what's he going to do? Sure, he's got a nice swift crossing on it. He's just got a really good cross. But it goes, he tries it, but it's way away. And Hull City can now sort of build from the back. Norwich City are in their own area. They're playing it at the back, but this time Oxford are pushing forward. And I'm not... What the hell? Very strange football. I wasn't sure. Norwich drew Oxford in, and to see if they'd do a League One thing and just push forward, and they did. And then Norwich tried to get round them and through this wall of yellow that was coming towards them, but it didn't work that time. It's not worked this time. Oxford had to clear it from midfield there. Down we're going to try the left. No. They're playing a really safe ball, but they're playing midfield with Oxford. Clears it to their right. It goes out, but it's a flipping tackle by Norwich. Norwich City need to. They're being a bit. They're being very vicious with their tackling fashion at that time. But anyway, Bristol City have it on their left with Pring. As my television decides to take a break. So Hull City now have a cross there.
Back underway at Ellen Road.
Leeds United have just kicked off.
From behind against League One champions.
So we're still Stoke City 0. Oxford grabbed the ball in midfield. QPR 1, West Brom 1, 47 minutes. Oxford 1, Norwich 0. Yeah, and Oxford have a throw in on their right. And Millwall 0, Watford 1. Oh, Leeds United have equalised. It's Leeds 2. Portsmouth 2.
Nonto comes in the left onto the right, gives the keeper the eyes, and Leeds United have
Nonto
Williams
just
complains to the referee.
Gently
Nonto and Leeds United are back level within a minute, and they get the ball and they're ready to go again. 2-2.
2-2 there for Leeds Portsmouth. Cardiff 0, Sunderland 1, Hull City 0, Bristol City 0.
I think lovely step inside.
Step inside, love, and see. Step inside. So Leeds United are back with Nonto in the net, and it's
that kind of range.
Don't fall off.
In the first half, we had one effort that looked like it was
Not
on target.
nice of him.
A block, we think, from Towler took it onto the crossbar. Here at Ruta breaking free, but all that hard work for Pompey, and all that half time for the Pompey Derby fans enjoying it and all that. And it soon dissipates. And now they'll be thinking, are we going to get anything out of this at all? And for Leeds, whatever they said at half time, they were on it.
We'll stay with that one.
You can see
I've got the.
So they're well and truly back in the game.
Yeah, well and truly back in the game. So Norwich City now. They have a throw in. Doyle to take the throw in his own half. When he goal! Dear Lord, you've got to give him a yellow card at some point. That was vicious.
I've got to say, it wasn't right in the corner
Like,
of Norris's goal.
Right in front. He stepped his foot right in front of him, for God's sake. Give him a yellow.
With that, as well as Shaughnessy, who kind of backed off the little Italian winger and gave Nonto enough time to pick out a spot.
And we just had a goal at QPR.
Problems for Monday morning as Rutter brings it over the halfway line, looks for goal scorer of goal number 2, Willie Nonto. Can he keep it in play? Just about can.
QPR 1, West Brom 2. West Brom just took the lead.
Nowhere near a fellow teammate. As the header comes back to Leeds. It's James who's in a central position. Gets that completely wrong.
Oh, whoa! I got to shoot! Oxford, no! And Oxford just couldn't get it onto the foot at the right point. However,
Elliot Bogle rode on strikes, goal scorer of goal number 1. Burpo Ampadu, his ball comes into Joseph. Can he get a shot away? He can! How's he put that over the bar? He's appealing for a corner. I don't think that's the biggest of his issues. His issue should be, why is it not 3 goals to Leeds United?
Yeah, let's take a look. I mean, it's a good ball in. Great first touch.
Well, I think my bet on Portsmouth might go to Potts there, I think.
I'm not sure there was a touch.
It's 10-1 now.
One inside a corner, maybe spared his blushes, maybe doing him a disservice.
I could have waited and got 3 times as well.
Then just leaning back, he couldn't get there. The ball whips through the box, it bounces in the box. Not great defending, but right in front of the gilded end at Ellen Road. We think
so Middlesbrough 1, Swansea 0. Still Cardiff City 0. Sunderland 1. Cardiff 63% possession, but they just haven't had any decent, no decent shots.
Team news again, the lineups again.
Jeez. Oxford hit the bar, and Norwich can come out on the right hand side. Somebody's got to stop him because he's gone 3/4 of the length, 80%, 90% of the flipping field, and makes a shot. How are you going to let someone run 80% of the field? Oxford hit the bar, and Norwich run literally from the rebound of that all the way to the other end, have a shot on goal, and now it's a Norwich corner at the other end. It's just it's frantic down there. It really is, and they're at the end with the car park. So if it goes out here, it goes straight into the car park. No joke. As how did he miss that? It's like should have. Can't quite see it from here. Who's who? It's a little bit faded, but no mind. But we've got screen's a little bit small on that side.
Yeah, Farkas.
So it's still Cardiff 0, Sunderland 0, Sunderland 1, Leeds 2, Portsmouth 2, Middlesbrough 1, Swansea 0, Millwall 0, Watford 1, Oxford 1, Norwich 0.
You can't give them it on a plate though. They've been worked hard by.
Brannigan's doing well for Oxford.
Their chances really well with that first.
Duffy Doyle for Norwich.
They'll only get a point for that, but I think there are certain signs from
Norwich now
they're ready to
trying to build from the back.
Picks the pocket and
Doyle on the right hand side.
Joseph, it was kind of a block, and Joseph tries to be a bit too clever with the chest into Gruev. It's behind the Bulgarian who was sprinting forward, looking to burst into the penalty and a chance
Back to Doyle again.
United back on the ball, playing some tight triangles on the halfway line, right in front of the pole.
Norwich guy, Oxford guy gets the ball, and then the Norwich guy just plows into him. Let's just see that on here.
Plays a ball through for Joseph, but he's committed a foul against Shogasi's man, won the ball unfairly in the eyes of the referee.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but we'll take a look. Yeah, he just catches his back legs, doesn't he? He runs across the back of him, and that makes it look
Norwich
like it's
City
incidental.
in the event, just passing it along the back nicely, just going along all the way back again, all the way to the left, all the way to the right, back to the goalie. They're just passing it in and out of the back.
Millwall QPR 1, West Brom 2 elsewhere. As Portsmouth try and get something rolling forward, don't quite manage it. But at least we've had the most goals in the division so far. So, and I said it 2-1. I didn't think that was the end of the scoring. And
see, as soon as Norwich City get a slight tackle, they dive on the floor, roll on the floor 6 times, and expect a yellow card, which they don't get. Get your head up, you stupid arse. Well, he has got a yellow card. What an arse. Well, it's not doing too well for Norwich, but I think that some of these yellow cards that are coming out are just ridiculous, and some of the challengers that haven't got yellow cards from Norwich, I would be giving them red cards, let alone yellow cards. As Norwich don't. Oh, you can't call that a penalty for handball. Sod off, you idiot.
Maybe a suggestion if Marlon Pack had handled the
What
ball.
an arse.
Seemed to come in shoulder height, and his shoulder was tucked in. Pompey find themselves under massive pressure now, aren't they? And
honestly, I just think that
to roll all over them, which they did the first 15 minutes of the game, but whether they can take the lead again, we'll wait.
Oxford United scored a second. It's gone straight to the other end, and I can see this on the television now. And Norwich actually had the ball. Norwich had the ball in their own area. Norwich have it in defence. They're tapping it around. It goes back to the goalkeeper. What the hell's happened? It goes back to the goalkeeper, back to the defence, over to the left-hand side, pushes it forward, back into mid-defence, midfield. It must it's still 1-0 on there. Right, come on, where's it go? Oh, right, okay, he tackles it off him. Midfield, in the circle. Nice cross down to the right-hand side. Is it? Oh, don't you dare lose it now. And he crosses it, and it's not fucking going to do it, is it? Oh, my television bloody halts at the wrong fucking time. So, it was a cross from the right-hand side, straight into a gap, and my television decides to fucking stop at the wrong bloody time, doesn't it? So it's now. I'm pretty on anyway.
Promoted Derby lose last night. Pompey have got a point at the moment, but Oxford have got 3 at this moment in time as they have doubled up. Harris and Brannigan, the 2 goal scorers there at home against Norwich.
See, he crosses it back.
To go in that one. Looks like this game between.
Back to him, into the right-hand corner, crosses it. Oh, nifty little dummy on the edge of the box by the Oxford guy. Absolutely classic dummy, and he bends it around 2 defenders and straight into the box. Really good curling shot. Absolutely phenomenal. Who's that one? That's Brannigan. Brannigan's shot there just like curled around 2 defenders, straight into the right-hand side. Boom, and it's Oxford United 2, Norwich 0. Unbelievable.
He gave away the penalty, which gave Leeds the lead against Dan James in the first half.
He did. And
so we have.
He might have got booked for that.
Wow.
No attempt to play.
Oh, you better not. I don't want you going off. Not yet.
Anyway, but you're just not quick enough but he doesn't realise that he hasn't got a chance. And
So there we are with that one. Oxford United.
And that's always going to win that card off him.
Norwich City on the ground going, I want a penalty, no.
Just flirting with the edge of the penalty area to pick up any second ball.
I think you got a yellow card for moaning there, the Norwich guy, which was really good. They really should have. We have a goal in Millwall. And it's another Watford goal.
Yeah, I don't think
Watford 2.
He's a big lad, but he doesn't want to come and catch the ball, does he? He keeps slapping at it.
We had the West Brom 2. Yeah, we've got QPR 1, West Brom 2.
I would say that probably.
So what have we got in the Oxford game? We have Oxford, Norwich City again passing around the back. Look, this hasn't worked. You've already lost the ball twice. And one of those losses in the back led to you getting Oxford getting a second goal. Do you really want to do it again? So how many minutes have we got? We're on 61 and 62 minutes. We have on the television, we have Oxford United 2, Norwich City 0. So I'm watching that one as Forson is. We've got a change for Norwich. Number 16 off, 11 on. We've got Fastnack off, Ida Sorensen on. Hanley off.
Get lucky there, and again, who gave that ball away? Rodon, who can't find his own teammates today. It's third time he's given the ball away.
A double substitution.
Massively for stats, but in fact, no, 4 times now. I just think he's got to do better, in possession of the ball.
Norwich are down the right-hand side, back to the attacking midfield. Lobs it, tries to get onto their attacker on that edge of the left-hand side of the box, and he just misses him completely. Sorensen, no, but he loses it, and come on, Oxford. Oh, you didn't quite time that one right, and it gives it to the Norwich guy. Norwich down the left. Probing, running. Can he cross it? He crosses it immediately, but Oxford have plenty of bodies in the box, and they can build down their right-hand side. Can he keep? Oh, come on! Oxford United try to do a quick take of the free kick there, and then the Norwich guys pick the ball up. Let's be a total prat,
And at that point, it's going to be a very easy.
Steve Clark there watching the game.
I think it's just a mistake.
As Oxford now pull back and they try and build from the back.
Little shoulder bars from Nyonto. I thought that was just good stuff. Took the ball away for Pack and he come leads.
And just didn't control it well. That might have been Volks there for Oxford, not quite controlling it as he should. Let's go to that game on here so I can at least see it, and I can see who's. So Cummings now has it for Oxford. They're going to try and build from the back because Norwich City have just had a failed attack. And Bennett can go down the right-hand side. And Goodrum down the middle. Long runs it round. Long, Volks long. Is he Volks long? They sometimes just don't quite hit each other off there, but it goes across to Moore. Bennett on the other side. Will they whip it in from the other side is my question. Bennett, Cummings, Brown. Oh, Angus Gunn grabs that one. There's no chance of that being getting in the net.
you know, he's better off just controlling that.
So I think, yeah, we've got a bit of a mishmash there between Volks.
I see that miss a million times. You know,
Volks not. I think he might be showing his age down there on that right hand wing. He's just pushing towards the right hand side rather than the middle, and he's not quite. Not quite in the. Oh, nice cross to the right hand side for Oxford. Oxford, can they replicate it? But it's gone in the middle. Oh, come on, now the right wing. That's better. Volks into the cross it. Volks crosses, but it gets blocked. Can he get back now? Working it from the work to the back. They come all the way back, and Oxford nearly had a chance of a third there.
Very clever. Perhaps noticed that Leeds United.
So a quick look at this. So a substitution for Portsmouth.
Just pop back a little bit, and managed to play himself onside.
Portsmouth are now going to try their best to perhaps they'll either try and weather this out. 63 minutes. I don't think they can weather it against a team like Leeds, to be quite honest, but they might be able to. As Norwich City attack now down their left, and and that was a nice little a good one too, but the 2 wasn't there. He stayed where he was. 2 Portsmouth 2 Oxford 2 Norwich 0. And we've had another goal at QPR. It's QPR 1, West Brom 3. So now we have a goal. That goal's really taken out. I think we've now seen who's going to win at QPR. So QPR now, I think, look like they're going to start the season with a defeat at home to West Brom as we go forward. Stacey for Norwich City is lucky to be on the pitch. He's, from what I've seen of him, I'm glad that Rotherham aren't playing him because dirty isn't the word. I just find his play it is vicious. It's nasty. He's not even trying to hide the fact that he's being some of those tackles are just blatant nasty. I'm quite surprised as Oxford really. He thought about going for that. He thought about trying to get it, and he would have got it, but he just didn't. The Oxford guy just didn't. I think that might be Volks again. Didn't quite. He sort of thought about going in and tackling him, but the Norwich guy was in the middle of 2 Oxford guys, and Volks thought, "I'll go for it," and then backed away. And then he realised, oh shit, I should have gone for that. And no. Goodrum trying to get it for Oxford. Has he got a throw in? No, he hasn't. It's gone to Norwich. Does sound like Pompey. Portsmouth are now trying to almost, let's just stick to 2-2, shall we? We're playing Leeds, for God's sake, you know. Looking to get off to a winning start. 66 minutes at Leeds, and it's Leeds United 2, Portsmouth 2. The radio, of course, is a few seconds behind the actual betting app, so I can watch the betting app and listen to the radio.
Yeah, it was a good tight division.
Both done by Bet365.
They did remarkably well.
As the ball goes back over there to Oxford, back into defence. They're actually playing now. I mean, I'm trying to look at that. That's more of a sort of 2 at the. They really are playing 2 at the back. Oxford.
This time the teams who've come up have got a bit
they're sort of playing four at the back, but the two wingers are pushing forward. And with the two wingers pushing forward, you've got just left with the two at the back. And I tell you what, it's pretty much working.
So Leeds United's really turning the screw here. Kind of feel like Daniel Farker might make some subs soon just to keep the pressure on and freshen up the legs.
I think that
Jake Bogle's had a really solid game.
Corner for Leeds again. Another corner.
One of those full-back slots out.
We just had one, and now they've got another.
Last season, but he's no great pace about him, and I felt as well off times.
Advert off.
Would end up in the wrong position.
What have we got? Poor Oxford goal. No, Norwich take it off him. Some tough tackle. Oh, what a nifty tackle! The Oxford guy there just took him off him, took the ball off him like a candy from a baby. And then there's a 1-2 down the left-hand side. Oxford, just couldn't get it. It just couldn't get it. And I really feel sorry for him. He was absolutely, it was almost free and gone. 1-2 with him, and it nearly got us. Norwich City at the other end. Can he get it in? Can he cross it? There's 3 tackling him. 3. This is League One stuff, isn't it? Heads it back to his own goalie, and Oxford can start again from the back. As the ginger minger from Norwich there, just getting it took off him like a baby.
James rushed that final ball.
As Oxford now, I think they're happy to knock it around the back. And this is going to be an interesting game to watch. If you're looking at it from a neutral point of view. And we see Norwich City get a free kick there. They take it quick. Oxford, can he? Yes, he can. Now the right-hand side. But it just goes to a Norwich player. Let's go and look at the others then. It's still Cardiff 0, Sunderland 1, Hull 0, Bristol City 0, Leeds 2, Portsmouth 2, Middlesbrough 1, Swansea 0, Millwall 0, Watford 2. And I am surprised about that. Oxford 2, Norwich 0. Well, how surprised are you? Because there's nobody here, but who cares? Watford winning 2-0 away at Millwall. Yeah. QPR 1, West Brom 3. And the odds are flicking away here at Stoke City. What's happened down there? It's 0-0 at the minute, but the odds are certainly flying around at the minute. We've got 3-1. Crikey. 3-1 against Stoke City, 4-1 against Coventry, and it's almost 2-1 on for a draw. So, guys, I think the betting companies are odds on 2-1 nearly for a draw 0-0 at Stoke City.
Great work by Dan James.
And Stoke City are at the minute.
Nice turn from Ruta to nowhere in particular.
Coventry City, as Oxford make a substitute.
And then the referee gave a throw the other way.
Substitute.
Let's take a look at it.
Let's just take a step back, because we know who's at the top of the league at the minute. And Middlesbrough versus Swansea. I'm going to go straight there because the odds. Oh, shot off target by Latte Lat, and it bounces around. Is it going to get in? Go in the net? Because at the minute the odds are still off the screen. With Middlesbrough in the attack, and Cabango grabs it and kicks it out. So Swansea have managed to get away with that one. Millwall 1, Millwall have just scored. That's interesting. I was going to say Millwall. That's not one.
Probably go where James went. I don't know who's going to play on the left-hand side then.
So it's now Millwall 1, Watford 2. Oh, come on. That wasn't a foul. Norwich. Hang on. Oxford City guy gets a yellow card for a far less bad foul than... that wasn't a foul. He jumped over him.
And they wouldn't be quite as strong defensively, but maybe it's the gamble that
some of those fouls that have been done by Rodriguez gets a yellow card there. God only knows how. Must be a Norwich City fan referee, I think.
It's been a decent game. This
at the minute, things seem to be settling down. We're still 2-1 on for the Stoke City Coventry game to be a 0-0 draw.
He's not really strung it all together. And again, it's shooting at his weak suit. Goffwell on the ball, fine.
So we have Millwall 1, Swansea 0.
All the way back to Stroud.
Nunez. Nunez coming off. Looks like Nunez is coming off. Or on? Off. Oh, Nunez is coming off and Kamara is coming on. I'm actually not too fussed about Kamara. Watch. Now, because I said I'm not too fussed about him, watch him score. Just watch it. Just watch it. If you're watching this on replay, it's what is it? It's 76 minutes. Nunez has come off. Kamara's come on. I bet you, I said Kamara's not one of my favourite players. Nunez is. I bet you Kamara scores. Just banking on it, Carl. You can absolutely bank on it. When I say something, it goes the opposite way. So, Stoke City, Coventry, still 0-0. Doesn't look like it's going to be anything else. Now the odds are interesting at Leeds. Leeds odds are Portsmouth 18-1 against. A draw now is even money, 1-1. And Leeds United is sort of odds on, but it's really even money. It's 20-21. So just edging a Leeds United win. So anything else? It looks like Bristol City are slightly on the up against against Hull City.
Aronson was a little bit lightweight, wasn't he, with Leeds in the top flight?
Oh, Oxford nearly nicked it in the box there. They got back pass there, really nearly got Oxford in. And I mean, really nearly got Oxford in. I don't know where the ball went.
I think Leeds' story in the top flight was a story.
So throw in to Oxford. And they just had to panic and kick it out. Oh, wow, that was a bit bad. There's some really tough tackling going on here. Where's it going to go? It's going to be a Norwich City throw-in.
Doesn't always translate.
Gooden keeps getting pushed off the ball and he's getting a bit annoyed, but he's got to learn to be a bit sort of calmer because at the minute, he's not getting anything from the referee. And he is getting hammered, but he's not. As he gets another clatter and still doesn't get anything. In fact, he's gone the other way to Norwich. So fuck knows what he's seeing because it ain't what I see.
But anyway, Portsmouth here, they've dug in, and now they've got a long throw parallel with the edge of the area, the right hand side. The sun shines again at Ellen Road.
Well, I'm going to go to Ellen Road. I'm going to go to Leeds.
Going to land the spoils here. The long throw comes in.
Norris on the right for Portsmouth, but he pushes it too far down the right hand side, and it's a Leeds throw in. Oh, that could very well have been a penalty for Norwich. Let's have a look at that.
some of the changes.
That was offside.
That
That was offside. And then bang! Oh, that would have been. I mean, they're all looking at the fact that it was skied, but it was offside in the first place. Leeds United back on their left with oh, it's a Norwich City corner from their left. Oh, that was a simple one into the car park. So that's another ball gone into Oxford City's car park. I'm sure it did go into the car park. Yeah, disappeared into the car park. That's the downside of having a car park as a third stand, fourth stand.
Well, for me, he said he nicked the ball.
Go on, Oxford. Let's see what you can do. So Oxford have a goal kick with 80 minutes in a minute, 15 seconds.
He got a yellow card for that, which maybe is a touch harsh.
Yellow card for Leeds.
The ball just got nicked away from him. But it is a real opportunity. Owen Moxon over the ball now. What's he got? It's going to be a right-footed delivery, swinging back into the targets. So, Shaughnessy, I think the big man you're going to be aiming at to really can they get the ball to him?
Lang
in the mix there.
Substitution for Leeds.
That would be a good time for him. Right. Ball comes in. Great delivery. A good defensive header, though, away as well. Maybe a chance for a shot. The ball breaks back now to the man who just put the ball in. This time, not such a clever ball, and Leeds are able just to deal with the pressure there. Moxon couldn't get the ball back into the box, but he delivered a good ball in there. Good defensive header.
Yeah, I thought Leeds' line was
It's
quite
a
high.
Leeds throw in. Leeds throw? Yeah, it's a Leeds throw in. No, Portsmouth throw in.
Starting position is Joseph.
Portsmouth throw in from their right-hand side, level with the edge of the penalty spot.
Come on for 10 minutes.
As Norwich City start to play from the back again. They've been penned in that back in their own area for quite a while as Oxford tackle quite well there. They're going to have to tackle him on the right, on the left. They're going to tackle him now. Up there. Oh, crikey. Oxford are just, it's League Two type defending, but it's effective. It's two men on the ball, two men to every ball that lands on the floor. There's Norwich City strike and he goes down and grabs it. Don't put your hand up for a penalty, you arsehole. No chance in a bloody world. Why do you have to start? I want a penalty. I mean, idiot. No flipping way. Forson there, trying to get a penalty from something that happened nowhere near him, and he's like, I want a penalty for that. We got a goal there. I think we got a goal somewhere else. Let's just have a quick look because I've just. Let's have a look. Yeah, we have. We've got a goal at Stoke City. It's Stoke City 1. Coventry 0. So even Stevens odds for a draw are now out the window, and it's now 7-1 on for Stoke City to keep that because there's only 7 minutes left. West Brom are 3-1 up away at QPR. Oxford is still 2-0 up. Yeah, are still 2-0 up at home to Norwich. Millwall 1, Watford 2. Middlesbrough 1, Swansea 0. Leeds 2, Portsmouth 2. Making sure I've got everything on the screen. I got Middlesbrough Swansea. That was ages ago, wasn't it? Hang on, that's a new one. Yeah, we have got a goal at Hull City.
Green light up there for Bristol City, I think.
Hull City 0,
So that's quite something.
Bristol won. So Bristol has snuck that one in. And now we have a goal in every game. So we've finally got a goal in every game. Finally got there. As it's 84 minutes and counting at Oxford, and it's 2-0 on the sign, which is just in front of the car park. I mean, this is just phenomenal, isn't it? They haven't got 4 sides to the ground. But Oxford are pushing. Millwall, Watford. Hang on, Millwall. Watford, is it going to stand? Millwall 1. Watford 2. But at the minute, not quite sure whether it's going to stand. Does look like they're questioning it. 86 minutes, and it's Millwall 1, Watford 2. Oh, that was a good interception by the goalkeeper for Oxford there. As Volks tries it, but loses it again. Volks is nowhere near as good as he used to be. And Norwich City get the throw in. Is it Harris coming off? No. So Bogle for Portsmouth now have the throw in, and they can probably reach the centre, the edge of the box there. But Bogle grabs it, so that's not going to work for them, is it? So Portsmouth get another throw in. This time they really can get it into the box. Knowing Portsmouth, they will throw this right into the mix. It doesn't. He puts it short to Richie Pack, but Pirot kicks it out, and it's another throw in. And this throw in as Norwich City get a yellow card at last. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, take him out. And Oxford, Sorensen gets a yellow card there. It's Sorensen that seems to be doing all the bad fouls, actually. So Sorensen is really, to me, should have been sent off by now. How on earth Oxford have got so many yellow cards, and yet Norwich City seem to be still with no red cards. I'm actually flabbergasted because the tackling that they're doing is absolutely horrendous. But the referee just seems to wave them on. As Oxford grab it on the right hand side, again down the side with Bolt. Can he cross it? Oh, just gets it took out for a corner, and it's a corner to Oxford. That was very, very close, and we're seeing a lot of work by Brannigan. Brannigan is really pushing to try and along that. He keeps trying to dive down the wings to try and get some sort of supply into the middle, and really he should be in the middle, but he's doing well. As we get corner, here we go. Outswinging. Oh no! We missed it. It's ping pong in the middle, but no. Norwich City don't need to leave it back to Norwich at this point. It would have been 1-2. Players there, and Norwich would have had the upper hand as Oxford. Oh, crossing into the box, it's straight to the goalkeeper. Oh, wow. Oxford are really piling it on at home there. As Leeds United with Rudon try and go down the side. Back to Bogle down the right-hand side for Leeds United. Leeds United lead to Rothwell. Rutter. Oh, Shaughnessy, what's he going to do? Kick it out. Kick the ball out. Gives it to Devlin. across to the right-hand side. Sonic grabs it from him, and he can try and pass it back to Meslier. Meslier now, it's a Leeds throwing in their own area, parallel to the goal, and see what Leeds are going to do. They're going to throw it into Meslier, Struck. Keep an eye on the Leeds game up there. Leeds game, Norwich City are in, just passing it around defence. They're 2-0 down. Do they realise they're 2-0 down? This is ridiculous. 2-0 down, 89 minutes, passing it along the back. Back line as Oxford grab it. Oxford have got it from them. Pass it to the left. It's 2-on-2. 2-on-2. 2-on-3. Oh no, the advert came up at the wrong fucking time. What a bloody advert at the wrong fucking time. Go away. He's stamping his head. Oh, he's throwing his head on the ground. How the hell did he miss that? Oh, we had 2-on-2, and then one came up to Spoils, 3-on-3. Comes across the third one. It was his third one that just couldn't get in there quick enough. He just didn't see the cross coming from the opposite side, and he just couldn't quite get it. Saints come off, Forsyth has come on for Norwich Brad. I think that is going to be far too late as they get to 89 minutes and 55 seconds, and it's Oxford United 2, Norwich City 0. There we are, 90 minutes, and we've got 4 minutes of added time for the Oxford game, and I think you're going to see Oxford United's first win back in the Championship, because at the minute Oxford 2, Norwich 0, with 3.5 minutes left to go. Man of the match there is Brannigan, and I'm not surprised. He has been an absolute pain in the arse. And I mean an absolute pain in the arse. And not only that, they've realised it and tried breaking his back at least once. As Norwich tackling is dreadful. Is he onside? Yes. Oh no, he's not offside. It was on the left side again, and absolutely brilliant. Almost perfectly timed pass down the left-hand side by Oxford, and it would have been 2-on-2 yet again. 2-on-2 in for the second time in 3 minutes. And at the other end, we've had nothing really. No, the goalkeeper's got that one covered. Portsmouth have a free kick there, goes into Rodon, grabs it straight up. Let's go see the other games. We really do. I'm keeping an eye on the Oxford game for you. It's up there. And Sunderland has scored. We've got another goal down there.
It's a penalty kick for Portsmouth.
Penalty for Portsmouth. Portsmouth can win it. Portsmouth have a chance of winning it. My local team, as I'm trying to put fucking Cardiff in here. Cardiff 0.
Terrible, I really do. But in this instance,
Sunderland. Shit, I need to get this one in. Sunderland 2, and Portsmouth now have a penalty to win the game. 5 minutes injury time being called at Leeds United at Ellen Road, and we have a penalty to Portsmouth. Can Portsmouth win their first game back against the mighty Lily Whites? Or is it the Lily Whites are fucking shite? Come on, penalty. Portsmouth here. Portsmouth, come on. Here we go. My local team. Come on, Portsmouth. Here we go.
And then he thinks, right, I'm going to
with the Norwich City were looking up. Oh!
You know, it's like an overreaction. He can't believe it.
That was a foul on the outside of the box. What a pain in the ass. Harris off, Donker on for Oxford. And Portsmouth has scored. It's Leeds United have stuffed it.
Callum Lang. Well, it's 2 goals today. I think I'm going to have to read your...
It's Leeds United 2, Portsmouth 3. Wow. And what time are we on? We've got 3 minutes left. Portsmouth are winning 2-3. Portsmouth are winning. I'm winning. I bet on it. I can't believe it. What side do you support? Because this is absolutely fucking manic today. Absolutely manic. You tell me what side you support and I'll keep an eye on it. Hell, this is absolutely amazing. It's Cardiff City 0, Sunderland 2. Oh my God, we got a goal there as well. We got a goal at Hull City, guys. It's Hull City have equalised. It's Hull 1. Bristol 1. Bristol City now have equalised. We've been equalised against with Hull. God's sake, this is ridiculous. And Millwall has scored. Millwall have now scored. It's going absolutely mayhem. It's Millwall 2, Watford 3. So it's Millwall 2. What the hell's on there? Oxford have indeed won. They've won their first game in the Championship.
It's a guessing game, but they can't be long
So
left.
that's the score, 2-0 to Oxford, and Oxford have won, but they haven't just won. Oxford have absolutely trounced Norwich, and Norwich were playing the most filthy game that I have seen. And believe me, being at the bottom of the league with Rotherham, I've seen some dirty clubs, but that was dirty. Watch it tonight on television. I can't believe that Oxford didn't manage to get a red card given to Norwich. Really can't. We go down the others. QPR 1. West Brom 3, that's okay. Stoke City 1, Coventry 0. We are in the last few seconds of the games, guys. 94 minutes, 97 minutes. It's finished at Stoke City. Stoke City 0. Coventry. Stoke City 1, Coventry 0. What's happened at Leeds? Something happened there.
Leeds have got an opportunity, tries to roll the ball through to Aronson, doesn't find
it was Leeds United. Oh, they've equalised! Leeds have equalised in the last 30 seconds.
Gets the ball away. Aronson with a strike, and he's got the equaliser. Brendan Aronson.
It's Leeds 3, Portsmouth 3. My bet goes down the drain. What a pity. Never mind. It's only a pound. Oh, no bother. But Leeds United grabbing it in the last 30 seconds, and it's now Leeds 3, Portsmouth 3, Millwall 2, Watford 3. I'm absolutely. Wow. I'm stunned by all this.
Rebuild the trust and love with the fans.
Wow. I can't say. I'm just keeping that on there.
They're looking to strike back. Ball goes to the halfway line.
So we will look at the results now. We'll go through the results as we just have 2 games going at the minute. Leeds, Portsmouth, and Millwall, Watford. So let's just go through. And hopefully as we go through, we'll find the others finish. So we end up with Cardiff 0. Sunderland 2. So that's a result that I didn't really expect. But Cardiff started quite a lot more brighter than Sunderland, but Sunderland managed to win that one somehow. And then we have Hull City 1, Bristol 1.
Well, at least maybe one last go. The ball bobbled off Bamford, though.
So, yeah, that was a bit of a nothing against nothing side.
Leeds 3, Portsmouth 3. At least
We have Borough 1,
but for Pompey, I think they'd be disappointed.
Swansea 0. Now, Borough were on top for most of that game, and to be honest, I couldn't see Swansea getting anything as we sort of watched the game go through on the computer there. We have got Oxford winning 2-0 against Norwich. So who would have guessed that? Oxford 2, Norwich 0. Wow, what a game. What a game indeed. QPR did try and make a comeback there. QPR.
Here's an opportunity in the box. Oh, it's an opportunity. Oh, and he's gone wide. The goal was gaping. It was begging for a shot to the back of the net. And Aronson missed the target.
He's had too much time to think about it. He's had too much time. 35,000
QPR 1, West Brom 3. I'm listening to the game.
He's free in the penalty area. He's got no one around him but the goalkeeper. And he's just put it wide. There's no other ways to say
1.
He sets himself. He does everything right.
Coventry 0.
Runs out to his feet. And he simply missed it. He's had his opportunity to put himself back in the good books.
Millwall. So the other game that's just finished is Millwall 2.
I guess he's trying to give Norris the eyes. And
Watford 3.
Well, he's fluffed it. Well, the fans behind the goal, they can't believe
and
that.
We have this.
Roof would have come off Ellen Door, but as it is, the referee blows his whistle.
And it's final. The final game is Leeds 3. Portsmouth 3. And I don't know about you. I've had a couple of people stay a few minutes. Thank you very much for staying. Thank you very much for listening. Please do next time comment in the side, because it's been an absolutely phenomenal game. I've enjoyed today absolutely. And why is that talking when I've got it turned off?
Correct score, double result, total
Go
goals,
away.
market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting markets. It's fun to be involved.
If I refresh it, it goes away. Thank you very much. Thank you for those that did join my live stream. I enjoyed it. I would have liked a few more people and a few people to talk. You just sat there listening. I'm glad you enjoyed listening anyway, because it's been a bloody good games. We're good set of games there. Some really, really interesting scores. Leeds 3, Portsmouth 3. Who would have guessed it? Oxford 2, Norwich 0. Who would have guessed it? And if we look at the table now, we have on top Blackburn with a goal. Blackburn, West Brom, Sunderland, Oxford, Watford, Borough, and Stoke. With on 2 goals difference, we have Oxford, Sunderland, West Brom, and Blackburn. So we have a 4-way tie at the top, with Oxford at the top of the championship. Wow. Thank you very much. Goodbye. See you again next time.